You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
State of the podcast update. We're still doing it.
Been all
Hey
over the
TJ,
place.
spell
Nice.
a word.
Yeah,
Spell a word right now. I bet you can.
I have two
Sitting
of
on a
them.
gold mine.
I have two N64s as well. I don't think Notch is going to show up, guys. He's probably at some fancy cocaine party.
Doing blow
Doing
off a
blow.
stripper's ass and playing Zelda, getting us shrines.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 259. I'm your host, John Rowe, and I know to start the podcast when Matt's drinking so he can't interrupt me. And I'm joined by my co-host.
Matt Haig.
I self-destructed on that one, but yes, I'm joined by my co-hosts. Go.
Matt
say your name
Haig.
again. Yeah.
And TJ May.
And
This is a solid start. You can tell we've been doing
Did
this
my words
for
come through?
years.
TJ May.
Yeah.
TJ
Whatever.
TJ
I'm
May.
here.
you're
May.
May 84. TJ,
Social Security
so
number
you're in the
48.
the mighty Mississippi.
I'm still in the Mississippi River. I'm in the river.
You're in the river.
You're
Your parents have
inside the
Yes.
they have a river boat.
No, I'm in the river.
Oh.
So I'm in my secret lair from
floating.
underneath the riverbed.
Oh, I thought maybe you were like
Yeah.
on one of those inner tube situations,
This
floating
is like
down
an
the
old
river.
Greg situation.
Yeah, you just. Oh man, Matt, you're bringing me back to college. Watching the Mighty Boosh. I've never actually watched that
those
show.
dank nostalgic memes.
I've just but that was last week's episode though. The nostalgia trip.
Yeah.
No, we'll still go nostalgia, just not meme nostalgia. We'll do
I mean, the show is called Born in the 80s.
That
So
yeah,
like
I mean we're built
nostalgia's
for it.
implied.
All right. So it's been a week. State of the podcast update. We're still doing it.
The podcast is still happening.
It's
This
a
has
weekly
been the
show.
State of the
We're still here.
podcast update.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah,
dead
let's
yet.
see. Let's see. Let me check Libsyn right now and just see if
This is
we're
a
still
really
being
good way to
hosted.
start the show.
You know, I think every episode
I
of
love
every
when I
show.
start listening to a podcast and they're like, here's the behind the scenes data of our listener numbers. Let's list them off. Nothing plays on an audio medium like numbers.
I don't know where Libsyn, our hoster, is at, but right now we have 10 downloads on March 31st so far.
Yes.
That is
I'm
the
one of them.
future.
Yeah, I've noticed that they're in a weird time zone.
Yeah, I think they must be at GMT or something. So, some plucky Brits have downloaded some episodes already today.
All right, we got knowledge base for Libsyn.com. No,
All right,
I
let's
need to
find
know
it.
your company. I need to invest in your portfolio. Here, about the company.
What is this one peak? I think there's a day that we.
Stop looking at the fucking numbers.
I'm looking at the numbers. Yeah, there's like
So
a day in
TJ,
October.
what did you do this week?
It's 600 downloads in one day. What the fuck?
I found my old podcast trophy.
Really?
That's good.
Well,
For
no,
podcasting
it's not a
excellence.
podcast trophy at all. It's actually a trophy that is actually over 20 years old.
What's it for?
It's my trophy. I'll hold it up to the camera. You won't be able to see it.
Ah, TJ! Spelling bee champion.
Yeah, I've taken this thing apart and put it back together, so it's been all
Hey
over the
TJ,
place.
spell
Nice.
a word.
Yeah.
Spell a word right now. I bet you can't.
Spell onomatopoeia. Go.
O-N-O.
No.
I freaking don't remember how to spell onomatopoeia. I used to remember how to spell that. I know it's O-E-I-A at the end, but whatever. P-O-E-I-A.
Oh shit! You totally just spelled it correctly. onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
That's how you do it.
You got it. I can't. Why do I have to try and come at the
You didn't
champ?
even ask for the word origin or nothing.
Yeah, TJ, I was in my my spelling bee when I was a young lad too. But I never made it outside of the school district championship. The citywides, I got crushed.
I won on myopia,
Okay.
and then I lost on a really common word I'd never heard before. Not here nowadays.
Whoa. TJ, you're cutting in and out. What word did you lose on?
Am I back?
Yeah,
you're
what
back.
word did you lose on?
Yeah, you left us in complete suspense.
I'm in suspense.
You were like,
I'm suspended.
I lost on, and then
I'm-
we can see you talking.
Yeah.
A material
So I lost-
floated in, but distinctly separate from another material.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I lost on a word
suspension.
that I never heard prior,
Yeah.
but I can't stop hearing now.
Okay.
And it's the word assess.
Assess.
Oh.
Very, very common word.
Yeah.
Now, as a kid, or at least when I was there, my mind is like, I know assess is not access, so I'm not spelling this shit with C's.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no clue, and I just did the first crap that came off my mind. And just for taking notes, pay attention to how I spell this. I spelled it ASSES.
Oh.
I just spelled asses.
Asses.
You know, you were just one word off.
And now that's forever engraved on your
They're
trophy
one letter
in your
off, I
mind
mean-
and your heart.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I was in the geography bee at my school, and I I won for my class level, and then I went to the school wide one. And I spent a ton of time studying for it, but I was in second or third grade at the time, and this is a K through 6 school.
So you got on
I
the
was
stage and
studying-
you're like, I got a poopy. And
No,
then ran
I was
off.
like, okay, I'm memorizing these state capitals. I'm going to memorize the shit out of these. And then I got to the actual competition, and it was about weird rivers and historical artifacts that were found in certain places and actual history and stuff. I was like, you didn't prepare me at all for this.
I won. I got second place in the geography bee that we had. I got beaten by my bitter rival.
What does the B stand for?
Yeah, what is that?
Because I noticed
Melissophilia?
on TJ's trophy it's spelled out BEE.
Yeah, it's always been spelled out BEE, but I still don't get. I mean, because I could understand it being a spelling meet, or a competition, contest, but the origin of the word "bee" in this respect does not ring a bell.
What does the B in spelling bee mean?
I got it
According
right
to
here.
Blog.dictionary. Wait. Where
Okay,
is it?
Google.
Wait.
Tell me what the B in spelling bee means for.
According to Scripps National Spelling Bee, the earliest known example in print is a spinning bee in 1769. Other early occurrences are husking bee, apple bee, and logging bee. Spelling bee is apparently an American term. It first appeared in print in 1875, but it seems certain that the word was used orally for several years before that.
All right, so it's just a made-up fucking word for competition.
Good job, America.
Yeah.
Those who use the word assumed that it was the same word referred to the insect. They thought it was a stupid word as well. No, here it is.
It was.
I think the term came from beehive. So, when a bunch of people get together, it's like a bee.
Oh, it's like a gathering.
Yeah, so spelling meat, same kind of fucking
Yeah.
thing. It's a uniquely American word, though, so we came up with a dumb word.
Good
Like
job.
always, we got it.
Or,
We're the best.
sorry, the final sentence in this explanation is bee may be simply shortened form of bean.
That's what I
So
saw
no one's
when I
entirely
Googled.
certain.
Nobody
so
knows. Nobody.
They're like,
fucking
maybe
knows.
they're just like, it's been.
Nobody knows everything, and everything's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thanks, Matt.
There are no adults. We're all
I
just
do-
pretending.
That
I do
actually
wanna
is
say-
true. That's the thing you learn when you're an adult. Is that, oh, Jesus, I'm the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
How is the
Oh, wait.
world still a place?
My parents were as dumb as I currently am. Oh shit!
Yeah.
How did I
Yeah.
survive?
Yeah.
So I wanted to propose a possibility for a Born in the 80s drinking game.
Oh, right.
But the thing I was going to do, the people listening to today's episode would already be dead of alcohol poisoning.
Okay.
It would be every time that Matt says wait, you take a shot.
You can't do that.
And I think he just rapid fire about 12 of them.
Yeah, because I was vamping. That's how you vamp when you're a professional broadcaster. You just say wait over and over and over again. Wait.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, get that music.
Welcome to the politics corner, John. John?
What? Hey! Don't throw me under the
Do your
bus.
politics corner.
All right, my politics corner is I want all spelling bees abolished in America. No more being... I can only be spelling meats. Well, I mean, we don't care about science anymore.
I think we should
so
privatize.
Why should we care about spelling?
bees.
You know?
I think
Spelling bees
too long
already
has
privatized.
Big spelling bee been suckling at the government teat.
Yes. What the fuck is Scripps? Like, that's the spelling bee, right?
Script?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Scripps.
It's this year's sponsor.
It's every year's sponsor.
No, it was something else about like 8 years ago.
Really?
I think so.
It's been Scripps for a long time. Scripps National Spelling Bee. 90th Scripps National Spelling Bee this year.
Okay. So maybe Scripps is just the organization.
The
And then
EW
there's other
Scripps
sponsors.
Company. Oh, hello. I'm EW
EW
Scripps. Edward Willis Scripps. I
EW
prefer
Scripps
things to be
steam-powered
spelled
dildos.
correctly. I don't know. Let's see here. What the fuck? Oh, okay. The EW Scripps Company was incorporated on December 1st, 1987. That doesn't sound very old, but apparently it traces its origins back to Edward Willis Scripps, published the first issue of the Cleveland Penny Press. Would you like a penny for the paper? That's what it was. Yeah, fuck, man. So it's just like a newspaper company. They actually own like 1 billion newspapers. So...
What's a newspaper?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I'm subscribed to one now, though, but...
Well, you're an old person.
I know.
You're turning into one. You're like, I'm going to have responsibilities and get newspapers. And
I'm not
and
awake
shit.
unless I've had my paper and my coffee. Oh, and they own a bunch of... And Scripps also
You're
owns
going to
a bunch
get
of
a
television
coffee
stations.
mug that says something about don't talk to me until I've had my medicine.
Yep, and it'll be like, ooh, medicine,
And it'll have a little pharmacy
That's coffee.
symbol on it because you're going to be a
I'm
pharmacist.
clever. And then actually, I'm going to get one of those cool mugs where when you put your hot coffee in it, it makes like the heart containers from Zelda red instead of empty.
I'm
Isn't
going to
that
get you a
cool?
mug that has 3
I'm
lines
such a
on
I
it.
cool
saw one of
nerd.
those.
And the top line is going to say,
I
go
saw
away.
one of those, but it's...
And the middle line is going to say, shh. And the bottom line is going to say, all right, now it's time to talk. Because that will indicate how much coffee you have drank out of that mug and when you're ready for human interaction.
Oh, I want to make a coffee mug that says, when you tip it up and you're drinking it, right? On the bottom, it says, leave me alone, I'm drinking my coffee. Boom. Sold.
I'm gonna get a coffee mug
Right
that
here.
says
Put that on
caffeine
the
is
bottom.
a drug that I like to enjoy daily. It's not very dangerous and it provides me a very pleasurable stimulant effect.
This coffee mug says, handle with care. Item may become hot. Do not put in oven. Microwave
My
safe.
favorite
Dishwasher
novelty
safe.
coffee mug, my actual favorite one that I've seen is a TARDIS that disappears when it gets hot.
Oh, okay. So all the inking goes away.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, actually. I don't know. I'm not into all that nerd shit, though.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, no, I'm into nerdy things. I'm not into buying, useless tchotchkes to display how cool and nerdy I am.
I have to
I'm
be
just
very
gonna own-
judicious about my useless tchotchkes so I don't like drown in them. I've got my
I only like
Pit Boy and my screwdrivers, and that's pretty much
Well,
it.
yours are like just cool art pieces, like not just
They're my
dumb
shelf.
coffee mugs that you don't need.
I have the
Uh,
Sheikah Ice. I've got the Sheikah
What's
Ice scarf.
Oh,
I mean,
Zelda.
whatever. I mean, if you can wear it, that's cool. I'm not saying you can't buy nerdy shit. I'm just saying I kind of hate the
you heard it
thinky
here
cottage
first,
industry
folks.
of
John
nerd.
forbids any of you from buying nerdy shit.
I own
actually-
ThinkGeek. What are you talking about?
You don't own ThinkGeek. ThinkGeek owns you. Last time I went into a GameStop, right? It's all Funko Pops now. That's everything
is.
that they have. TJ, I have a question. Why
Yep.
doesn't GameStop now, as the national spokesperson for GameStop,
As president and
Yes.
CEO of
as
GameStop,
the person whose all views do reflect the company of GameStop, and are not his personal views, let's
official
make that thought.
representative of GameSpot. Spot?
No, one thing I thought of. Now I'm going to tell your company how to do its business. Why don't they do like retro game stuff?
We do.
I know, but like it needs to be a bigger focus. I think. And when I go in there, I want to know I can get some old Nintendo carts, but they're not like prominent. I think they should. That would be bigger business.
They're not prominent because the retro games, they don't get the distribution that the regular games do.
I guess that's harder to move around. Yeah,
We still have to buy. I mean, and I'll actually go into it really quick.
that's good to know.
So for everything, like even like pre-owned like Xbox 360 games or Xbox One games,
Yeah,
we do these things called regional stock balancing (RSBs),
Okay.
where a computer just says, "Hey, you're sending this product to this store," and that computer will still say, "You're getting this product from this store," and
Yeah.
we have to pack it up. We send it out in order to balance the stock. They've not included retro in that process because
Got it.
technically, retro still isn't supposed to be sold out of the stores, but we don't care. We're just buying them back instead of sending it to our warehouse for only ship to home.
yeah.
We're gonna sell it because I want to sell it because it's retro. And
yeah,
it's cool.
I think it's cool. I think it's something they should sell in stores. I would just like to say that these things TJ are saying on this podcast are not the opinions of the company. This is his own personal views. I don't want to get TJ in trouble for telling us cool shit. But I think that's something that in the retro gaming sales are going crazy. Like prices are insane. I think that's a place where GameStop could totally make a good cut because A, they would have the resources to deal with a lot of the repro carts that are happening now. Matt, you know what repro carts are?
Reproduction.
Yeah. So it's not an original cart, but they actually just make like a case, like a Nintendo game case, and then put a ROM on a card and throw it in there and sell it. And, and there's rare games like, Earthbound, where an unsealed just cart of Earthbound is selling for like hundreds of dollars. Like,
Yep.
there's real money to be made there. And a lot of those super rare games, it's a lot of repro carts. So, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of one of those things that like a big company with quality control could make it so if I went there, I'd feel like I knew I was getting the correct item, basically. Whereas on Amazon, good luck.
Here's what I'm concerned about, though.
Sure.
And this is the reason. This is the reason we're not supposed to sell from the stores. Now, I trust what I take in when it comes to retro games. Making sure it's a legit cartridge, making sure, it's the right stuff. It's what we're supposed to be taking.
Mm-hmm.
I trust what 4,500 other stores or even some of my other associates take in.
Yeah,
The current
makes
prices
sense.
that we buy things back was supposed to absorb the cost of carts that were obviously fake, that idiots from a store didn't take in correctly.
Yeah.
But no, I trust the stuff that I take in at my store. Although someone took in a copy of Golden Sun the other day. Well, by the other day, I mean back in December. I'm still sitting on it. Ripped label. We're not supposed to take them with ripped labels because they look like crap and who knows what it was. Now, most of the label's still there. You can still see the title, but most people who want retro games at least want it if not pristine or at least collector's quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, that makes sense, because if you just want to play it, you could just do a ROM.
Whether I'm buying a retro game, whether I'm buying an old board game, because I just want something that can play. I mean, I'm not against repro carts, but I'd rather not have them. Personally. Not just as a salesperson or as a, store leader at a GameStop. I just don't want them, personally.
Yeah.
I want to pop in my copy of General Chaos and play it.
This brings me to my current issue that I have right now. Did you see the news item I put in here? And it has to do with.
Did you just put it in?
No, this is the Amazon Switch thing that I put in. Boy, that's not a URL.
So what is that? I did not look at that article.
That's okay. It's a scam.
What's going on?
Okay, so you know how I bitched constantly, and I always bitch constantly about how Amazon has no fucking control over the shit that they put up, and scalpers and everything take advantage of it, and like a lot of times you'll have, especially with like cell phone accessories, they'll be like, "Oh, this is official Samsung," and you get it's a Chinese knockoff, and it's like, well, it's sold under the official page, but it's a third-party seller. Just so you know, people, if you do get ripped off by Amazon 100% guarantees everything, including third-party sales. So you will get your money back if you complain to Amazon. So it is a safe place, but it's a hassle. So I would like to mention right now, there is, if you want a Nintendo Switch, shit, we got one, $226, free shipping, baby. It ships in a month, which means that they will market as shipped as soon as they get your money, and then they will never ship it. And then by the time it's supposed to have arrived, they'll have cashed out, and the account will be shut down. The ratings right now, there's an account called American Puzzles right now that has 1,900 total ratings, 2% positive over the past 12 months. And another account that only has 4 total ratings and 1 star, 0% positive. So what people are doing basically is getting them and selling them. And the original scam was they were selling these Switches on Amazon for like $90 with like $5 shipping. And so I think a lot of that was there. Here we go. And so another key to not get scammed on Amazon, and it's fucking shitty that Amazon's this way. Like, it shouldn't be built to where you have to be on your toes that you could get scammed, basically. You know what I mean? Like, it should just be automatically quality controlled.
For the average person, it's hard to tell the difference between something that's actually being sold by Amazon and something that's a third-party seller.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a thing called American Puzzles. Was founded with the vision of providing a broad range of high-quality puzzles, crafts, toys, and games. They have, let's see, March 31st by Aaron. They never sent the product. They marked it as sent, took my payment, emailed me to say they weren't sending it, and to contact Amazon support for a refund. Fun. They're not even trying. They're literally saying,
hey, we're not sending it. Get a refund.
Yep.
Bye.
We're going to take it's literally taking money out of Amazon's pocket, though, at this point. So I think people are stealing accounts as well, because people have said that, like, oh, this account has a lot of high ratings, but they're all from like 2 years ago. And so then they just, have stolen an email address for someone who doesn't use their account anymore and then use their positive. Yeah, these are all scams. But people are able to get their money back from Amazon. But yeah, so another rule of thumb, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Also check the ratings. Like, I only ever buy shit from places that have, like, a 5-star or 4.5-star ratings with over, like, 100 ratings, Like, that the ratings that they use there, and that's why you get emails when you buy stuff on Amazon of being like, hey, give me a rating, please, because those are really important. Like, if they're good, they want people to know they're good, because, they want to get their money.
Yeah.
I want you to guess how much a Earthbound used very good cart costs.
$4.
$4.
No, just 4.
That's not an answer.
Because I
5?
kind of roboted out.
No, I'm asking, what do you think an Earthbound costs?
I'm gonna guess
Earthbound
$200.
cart only is around 200, I think. Still sealed,
Two-
I think, is now getting up to about 380.
$289 for a used, very good.
Holy shit!
Although, let's see here. Someone who recently purchased ones are saying they purchased Earthbound Uncut, which is a repro cart, of course, of Earthbound, that someone sold him for the price of the really expensive classic Earthbound cart. So, yeah, it's great. I love Amazon. Basically, you can't buy stuff on it. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like a lot of people are just scamming on there, and it sucks because it's a place that I used to trust, and now it's kind of like, well, used games, are they scamming you? Like, what's going on, Amazon? At least they have really good return policy, so you can get your money back pretty easily. Yeah, I don't know. That was the news story, and I thought it had. That's why I think like a place
for more
like
on
GameStop.
that, you can listen to the Amazon expedition.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday probably.
Yeah, it's just like a place that like GameStop could be like, hey, we know a lot of people that know a lot about games. We could probably be real good quality control that a lot of people would just go to Amazon to buy copies of stuff off of. I don't, because I don't trust Amazon.
Yeah,
I go to local mom and pop used game stores around town to buy old games because I can return them if they're broken. You know, so.
and
Retro
you can punch
games, huh,
people
TJ?
in the face if they rip you off.
Yeah.
Hey, John, does
Yep.
Preplay still have good stuff?
Oh yeah.
I haven't been there in a long time.
I'm so glad I bought my SNES when I did, because like the price of Super Nintendos has skyrocketed. I got
Yes,
mine
they
for
have.
30, like 6 or 7 years. No, maybe like 10 years ago. Like right out of college.
That's wonderful.
What are they
Yeah.
up to now?
Like 90, I think, ish.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
The retro market's getting bigger.
I know. It's insane. It's
I've
kind of
got a
going in
couple, I can
waves.
sell them.
Well, I think that the NES stuff might get cheaper soon because I think the Super Nintendo nostalgia is peak right now.
Yeah. Super Nintendo, N64 as
N64
well.
is getting big too, which is crazy because man, N64 games were cheap as shit. Like 5 years ago, nobody gave a shit about N64s.
I think I still have my N64 too. I'm
I have
sitting
two of
on a
them.
gold mine.
I have 2 N64s as well. I know I might. I almost feel like I want to sell my Super Nintendo and all my games just to have some cash, but because I don't know, I don't have the nostalgia for it, and that's a lot of fucking money. Like I could probably get $400 for all the games I have because I got like Final Fantasy 3. I've got like the Mario RPG, like all the really expensive carts, like Super Metroid. You know, I've got it all, and whatever.
Yeah,
because
like,
I mean I don't care. I'll play emulator.
I have the
stuff.
nostalgia, but I don't see myself ever like sitting down to play Donkey Kong Country or something. Like I'd rather
See, that I would.
and think
I
about
have,
how much fun
and,
I have.
and I've done it many times. Like for instance, I have a really cute story. When we were moving to our new apartment, we had kind of set up the bed here, but not like the TV and stuff. And so there was one night I just had a CRT TV and I hooked up my NES, and Lauren and I played a bunch of like NES games. Like we played some ice hockey, which was really fun. We played California games.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just some. I was like, this is fun. Like it's still fun couch co-op, you know. Like, so I don't know. It is fun to get them out and hook them up, but I don't know. When I get a house, I think I want to make a retro game room with the CRT TV, which is why I have a giant one that I'm lugging around still. I have a 27-inch one that is just sitting in a closet because I want to keep it.
My big one from college went out about 4 years ago.
Yeah, this
You
is a
remember that one,
nicer
right?
new. This is a newer. Yeah, I remember that one was really nice. This is a newer one. I think it's probably one of the last like models that Philips made, so it's fairly new. But yeah, I do want to be able to hook up retro consoles onto a CRT because it looks good on CRTs, and if you got a big one, I don't know. I want to make a retro game like center. That's my
I have
plans.
a virtual one of those.
Yeah, that's true. That's the real future. The virtual.
My
That is,
virtual,
dude. That app is so
Retro
fun.
Neon Arcade.
Yeah, that comes with the ROMs built in now, right?
No,
No.
It's just like somebody posted a big download link on Reddit
okay.
a while ago that I got like just this massive zip file.
Yeah. Can you talk about that for people who haven't seen Retro
New
Arcade, Neon
Retro-
Retro Arcade?
Wait, what is it? Neon? Not Retro
I don't know
Arcade
what it is.
Or New
I
Retro
had
Arcade
it.
Neon, I think? Yeah. So
You
anyways,
can play
it's
on it
got
without VR.
support. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically an 80s style, like, arcade, and then you can load ROMs into the cabinets, and there's, like, a movie room where you can load in, like, video files and stuff, and, like, anything that's on your computer, and then there's, like, boombox you can put your own music into and stuff. So in VR, you're just, like, wandering around this 1980s arcade, playing stuff on the cabinets and listening to music, and a little like robot follows you around, and it's just like this super weird, like we talked about that Black Mirror episode, San whatever, I forget, but it's like that. It's like you're in this little imaginary 80s world.
Yeah.
San Junipero.
Yeah. Yep. It's San Junipero. Oh, TJ, what's the retro game console?
Which one?
Isn't there like a really expensive, really nice one? What's it called?
Oh
Why
yeah,
can't-
the Retron 5.
Yeah, Retron 5.
Yeah,
That's the one that has
the
yeah,
fancy one.
yeah, and that one's expensive, but it's 150, I think.
Well, it's getting down there. It's down to about 140 now.
Yeah, Matt. So get this: the Retron 5 plays what, everything, right?
Nintendo and Famicom, Super Nintendo and Super Famicom, Genesis, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I think that's it. There might be some other stuff, but
Mega Drive.
Mega Drive, which is Genesis.
Yeah. Yeah.
NES, Super Nintendo.
But it isn't like it's like
Master
literally
System?
you can put the
I
cards
don't think it
in.
does.
Yeah,
I don't think it does Master
NES,
System.
Famicom, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom,
Yeah.
Genesis, Mega Drive, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance.
It has some really cool shit though, because it also, I think, does it let you plug in the original controllers too?
Yes, most of them.
Most
I
of
think
them.
U.S. Nintendo,
Super Nintendo,
Super
NES,
Nintendo.
and Genesis.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
controllers.
yeah. But I mean, a Super Nintendo controller is going to get you through most everything good. It has its own wireless controllers, which are probably not good, but whatever.
I heard they're kind of
But yeah, the thing that it does actually is some really neat shit. Is that it allows you to, I think it rips the carts, right, and puts them on memory.
It does.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can even preload, like, let's say if you are running ROMs. Not that we,
Yes.
I mean, not
Yeah.
that we condone that, but if you
No,
are running
but,
ROMs, you can just
you
play
know,
them directly.
Yeah. On
And
the
even
system.
when you are putting the cart in and it rips the cart, it will rip cart all the time.
Yeah.
Save states right from the get go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually pretty awesome how it works. So yeah, they're really cool. Really cool little piece of technology there for if you want to play, retro games, and it's so much better than the like having an old Super Nintendo or an NES because they work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice having the old hardware, and it's kind of retro and cool, but like, I don't know, like that they're gonna stop working in the future. Wait, Retro Arcade Neon costs money now?
Yeah, I think I think I paid money for it. It wasn't too much though.
I thought that they 20. This is some insane shit. So they're selling this. Does it come with fake arcade games if you don't install?
Yeah, it's got some.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
but
because
they're
it
like
looks like
clones of stuff.
Yeah, it looks like there's some fake art. This seems kind of like a real gray area thing here, because I got it for free. Yeah, there's Bubble Trouble. Yeah, it's like reskinned Bubble Bobble and that.
Yeah, there's
That's
like a
kinda
Flappy Bird clone.
It's kind of shady, that they charged for this, because I think it was free online like quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Like for a long time. Yeah, I have it on my computer. It was free on their website, and then I think they were just like, "Oh, we can sell this." I mean, good on them. It's a cool thing. They should get some money for it, but like, I don't know. It's always kind of weird when you were like, "Oh, we made this cool demo thing. You should try it out," and it's like, "Oh, we're gonna sell it for $20."
Oh shit! It's popular, and I like money.
But if they keep using the money that they're getting from selling it to like continue updating it, like that's pretty cool then. Like add more rooms and stuff, and
yeah.
But
there's
it's really cool.
Supposedly going to be a big laser tag thing eventually, so that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean it seems like a real cool product, and it's one of the more excited. Like I don't know, I like kind of those VR experiences are kind of exciting, even more than like games. Just like. Because, like, I think one of the cool things about VR is it just gives you this sense of place that you don't get in any other medium. Like, you really do feel like you're hanging out in a fucking 80s Wonderland when you're there, so... I don't know.
That's not... I wish I could... This one specifically is, like... I don't know if you can... I think you can do multiplayer, but I haven't. But after a while, you get this sort of like zombie apocalypse feeling. Like I've been alone in this arcade for a long time. Is there anyone else here?
Oh man, Matt. I'd love to get a VR headset, but I'm gonna be paying a down payment for a wedding photographer, and I could probably buy a VR headset for that much.
Why do you need a wedding photographer? Everyone has iPhones now.
We want nice, classy, professional photos to remember.
Just put the wedding filter on.
I'm just saying. I wish I could buy all these fun things, but all my money's going to something more important, I guess.
If you say so.
The marriage is more important. The wedding is secondary.
Oh boy! Don't tell Lauren. Anyway,
I'm married for how many years? Yeah,
20.
30?
It feels like
it.
I know,
400.
right? Shit. Oh man, what's the state of VR? I think we could throw your news story in that you put in here on this.
Let me find a sting for it. How about this?
Oh.
Hey-oh. Yeah. Palmer Luckey has quote left Facebook, which means he probably got fired or was asked to resign, which is the same thing. But yeah, I mean, I guess a bunch of people and like Oculus fans are surprised about this, but they really shouldn't be, because like Facebook just doesn't need him anymore. They got everything they need. So that like he's just like, he was just causing too much trouble for what he was worth. And hey, I'm grateful for him like being one of the first people to bring VR into the mainstream. I don't think we'd have Vives or any of that without Oculus dev kits coming out first.
He was really the evangelist for that whole thing. Like, he was way like pounding the fucking pavement, talking about how great it was and showing it off. But he decided to be a weird, horrible man.
Yeah, and like he's been pretty. They've kept him under wraps for a while, even before his like political meme activism stuff came out. Like, they were just kind of phasing him out for a while, it seems.
Yeah, he was kind of the boy genius visionary that. But to be fair, also ZeniMax had that $2 billion lawsuit or whatever it was against against Facebook for the acquisition saying that
Yeah.
they had stolen ZeniMax's like intellectual property and all that stuff. And Palmer Luckey was ordered to pay $50 million as part of the $500 million settlement to be paid to ZeniMax over breaching a non-disclosure agreement. So like he wasn't any help to them either in that court case. His testimony certainly wasn't good. So it's just kind of like, all right, it's time for you to go. Like the big boys.
I'm sure
are
he'll
gonna
land
kick
on
you
his
out now.
feet in some other tech job.
I really
Or
hope that he
start
ends up
another company
making.
or something.
Yeah, I really hope he ends up making another VR company.
Yeah, that would be cool.
realizes-
If he ended up making
Yeah.
a VR company that was on the same level as Oculus and Vive, like, because
Yeah.
we need more competition to spur innovation and bring prices down.
Yeah. Well, now Lucky's Tale has a different feeling to it.
Good job.
The Oculus Rift platform. I didn't realize that the Lucky's Tale wasn't Palmer Luckey related. They just called it that. It was like a platformer. I just thought it was. Nope. So, what are your final words on Palmer Luckey in VR before we he's secreted off to being super rich and retired?
Yeah, like, what is he, like, 25 or 26 or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good job. Like, you did it. Good job.
Yep. Sometimes, 24 or 25-year-olds do some stupid shit, so
Yeah.
I hope...
Like,
I know that...
if I was a
I wouldn't say that-
24 or 25-year-old millionaire, billionaire, something.
Whatever.
Yeah, I would do dumb shit too.
Yeah. So that is it for Palmer Luckey. I hope that you make some cool VR stuff and don't just retire.
Yeah.
Don't do Notch. Don't do a Notch.
Don't go like crazy, because that's also
Don't
a
go chasing
possibility.
waterfalls.
All right.
He
Guys.
has like go crazy money, so he could be like that Comey 2012 dude or something and just show up like wandering the streets naked at some point. Don't do that, Palmer.
All right, boys. It's time for your local Notch Watch.
Get those
It's my new segment.
Nerd!
That's actually perfect for Notch Watch. I gotta get his real name though, because if I search Notch, it doesn't give me news stories
that's
on him.
Not a very Googleable name.
No, but Notch, the founder of Minecraft, of course, became super rich and bought a $70 million Beverly Hills mansion. Most recently, doing a bunch of op-ed articles about how his life is boring and hellish because being rich doesn't mean you have friends. What's Notch up to? Let's check his Twitter. Notch is playing Breath of the Wild, and he's saying it's a good game. 100 shrines. Still can't fight a Lionel without being in constant panic mode. So he's playing Zelda. But also, what I say to Notch is, dude, get a fucking wife and have some kids, man. You're rich. You're in a city full of a bunch of 40-year-old balding guys who aren't super handsome that are rich that get hot wives. So do it. Anyway, I wish him
I'll
the
be
best.
his friend.
Yeah,
I'll
Notch.
be your friend, Notch.
Notch, I'm gonna put it. I'll tweet. Should I tweet to Notch?
Yeah, send him a link to this. Tweet at him. Maybe we can
I'm
get him on
tweeting
the
at him.
live show.
He's got nothing else
should
to
I-
do.
Should I give him the
Ah.
Twitch? All right. I tweeted
Twitch and the
your.
website.
It's too late. I already tweeted him. So if we get Notch chat,
Tune in
see
next
here.
week when our new
Oh.
co-host Notch is on the show.
I like that Bratton chimed in and TJ decided not to let anyone know. I actually, so just to talk about that, I actually bought a Retro Pi or Raspberry Pi, installed Retro Pi on it, and then put a bunch of emulators on it, and it works up to PS1. The N64 emulation on a Retro Pi 3 is sketch. I would need to tweak it because I think you can overclock it, and I haven't done any of that yet, and that fixes it. PS1 seemed okay. It was just some of the N64 was a fucking weird console. So I'm just checking the Twitch viewer count to see if it goes up to 4. But anyway, yeah. So it works, and it's super easy actually. But the Retron is like way easier because the RetroPie cost me $30, and then I spent like $15 on a case and like power cord and enclosure, and they came in the HDMI cable, and then I spent another $15 on like a 32 gig SD card. So it was like $60 I think in the end, and those retro things are like pretty much 120 a lot of places. So it works out of the box. The RetroPie was some work getting it set up. So that's what I think TJ was saying, that those just work instantly. The Retrons just work, whereas the RetroPie setup can take some time. But if you don't mind, like, coding on a DOS kind of system and trying to work around the interface, you know, it's totally works for $30 and change. But yeah, I don't know. I should play with it some more. It's a really cool thing. And it works with Bluetooth PS3 controllers right out of the box, so it's nice. Anyway, I don't think Notch is going to show up, guys. He's probably at some fancy cocaine party. Hollywood cocaine party, you know.
He seems like the Hollywood cocaine party type.
Yeah, it definitely does. 100%. That's what that guy's up to. Playing Zelda and
doing blow
lines
off
of
a
blow.
stripper's ass and playing Zelda, getting those shrines.
At the same time. Getting them shrines. Let me see. At Notch. Let's see if he has responded.
Get that paper.
But
Yeah.
seriously, Notch, we'll be a friend.
Yeah.
I'm not even
You don't even
following
have to
him.
give us money or nothing. We'll do it for free.
Yeah, just tell your 8 billion followers to watch us.
Who won't
3.8
mind?
million. Anyway. Yeah, it is all Zelda. So, you know. Wait, what is this? Dude, this guy... Notch, get a therapist. Like, he's just like, I don't know, he's like having all
He's
these
just
like sad emo tweets and then some happy tweets, and that's what I say. He needs a friend, man. I'll be your friend, Notch. I'll be your best friend. Sorry, Matt.
No.
You're gonna get edged out. Notch will be my best man at my wedding.
Oh.
And he can even wear a fedora if he wants.
And a YouTube.
Matt,
What?
I just wanted to... I don't want to spoil that. Maybe we should need to save it for Amazon Expedition, but boy, did I get a lot of responses to that question.
All
They
right.
had me leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll
save
be our
that for
first
Amazon.
follow-up.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll save that for Amazon Expedition. So that's a hint to tune in. Amazon Expedition.
I
We make
don't
fun
know,
of
so I'm gonna
Amazon
find out
items.
later too.
No. We Matt had me write a comment for the Util Kilt that was quite hilarious.
Oh, that's
and-
right. That's right.
Yeah. So, yep. And I got 3 responses. So, all right. What else do we have to talk about today, boys? What time are we at?
I don't
Oh,
know.
We're good. We're good. We're
We're
plugging along.
trucking.
We're trucking. I played Zelda. Speaking of Zelda, TJ, where's Zelda Watch?
I've only played a little bit more. I got another. Actually, not even something good. I just got another memory unlocked.
Oh, great!
Because those things are hard as crap to find. But you find that painter
Yeah,
over
he'll
in the
tell
one
you.
village,
Yeah.
and then he'll tell you where a memory is, and you can just kind of find it.
Yep. He's actually at a lot of the stables.
Stables, yeah.
So I've used him to find where memories are. I also bought the guide, so the hardcover guide, which is an awesome read. Totally worth the $30.
It's a gorgeous guide.
It is awesome. It has art in it. It looks really good. The text is tiny. Warning. But it's good. I am 4 of 4 with the Master Sword.
Yeah, you mentioned that in one of our chats.
I'm ready to go.
No, one of our chats, not here.
No, correct. I mentioned it on texting chat. That game is awesome. Having beaten all 4 of the first main dungeons and gotten the Master Sword. I know that might be a spoiler to some people, but fuck it. Sorry, you get it. You get the Master Sword at some point in the game. I won't tell you how or where or why, but I have it. And there's 4 divine beasts. That's not a spoiler. You learn that in the first 10 minutes of the game if you follow the critical path or past the starting area. They're good. TJ, which ones did you do?
I've only done one. I still only did
Which
the elephant.
one? The Zora?
Von Rudo, yeah.
Okay.
Von Ruda.
The hardest
whatever.
one, significantly hardest one, is the Gerudo one. The other ones are pretty easy. The Rita one's easier than that, and the whatchamacallit, the rock one, the Goron one's easier than that. Than the water one, so.
Up there, but I haven't continued. I decided to just start looking for more shrines.
I love that game. It's incredible. I have like 50 shrines right now. I don't know. I don't know if I want to, because I feel like I need to finish it. Because if I don't fight Ganon, because I could do it now. You could do it at any point. You know, the speedrunners have, 55-minute versions of the game run? Because you can just run straight to the end as soon as you get the tutorial finished. So, I don't know. I don't want it to end.
Don't let it end.
But supposedly, if you finish the game, it just takes you back to the save right before you finished.
Yeah.
So you can just hop out of the final castle and go and do other side quests forever.
You just have to try and get as close to the end of the game as possible, and then don't.
The game, I thought that the game would have so much more in it, but the main quest is tiny compared to the rest of the game. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part, is that all this extra shit everywhere you don't need to do at all to finish the game. But it's all kind of worth doing because it's all really interesting.
Well, that's kind of like how Fallout 4 was, too. If you just wanted to mainline the quest, you could do it in a night.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe that's kind of a trend where things are going.
Yeah. It just seems crazy because, I think about how open and cool that world is. There's, 5 or 6 zones that don't have a divine beast in them that literally you would never have to see to finish the game. But there's so much stuff in them. And so many great quests, and I don't know. It just kind of is I feel like I wish there could have been more dungeons for the story in the game. But, I'm going to spoil that 4 is it, and then the final one. So it's not was it, Ocarina had 8 dungeons? 3 and then 5, and then the final one?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's a small amount and they aren't particularly large dungeons.
No, they're not.
They're cool because they all have their own unique mechanics.
Yes.
And they're really neat to behold, especially getting on the outside of the Rito one, which is actually flying while you're in it, which is pretty badass. Some Shadow of the Colossus feeling stuff going on, but yeah, I think it's just more. I think I feel a little bit more disappointed right now because I'm at the end. You know, I'm just sad there isn't more. You know what I mean? It's kind of a tough thing, and there will be more, right? DLC.
Yeah. This I'll kind of go through it.
Yeah. What is the DLC?
Again. So first day 1 stuff. It's 3 chests. Yeah. One absolutely useless piece of shirt that has the Switch logo on it. And
Yes. Matt, if you get the season pass, you get 3 chests that you can unlock now, and one of them is a fucking Nintendo Switch logo shirt that Zelda can wear, or Link can wear.
Even in the Wii U version, it's the Switch T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Second useful chest is a ruby, which sells for a crap ton of rupees early game, so it's useful.
Yeah.
And the third chest is early game bomb arrows.
Okay.
Now, this summer, expansion pack 1 is
hard mode.
hard mode, a new cave of trials, and an upgrade for your map. I'm assuming it's going to let you track things on the map.
Okay.
Because right now you can only track like in the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the tracker.
But I think it's going to be tracking on the map. I have no clue. There's been no leaks on it. This is just my speculation.
Yep. Fair enough.
And then in the winter, they're adding new story content.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I hope it's good, because I need more.
Yeah,
I'm ravenous.
They're also adding another dungeon of some sort. And some other stuff that they've not specified yet.
But I've been watching a lot of Zelda content recently, and I watched somebody do the speed run of Wind Waker. If you've never seen Wind Waker speed runs, oh man, you have to watch them.
Are you talking about like the death glide that they do?
No, I'm talking about the swimming. Have you seen the super swims, TJ? Oh no.
What? Oh, I've seen the super swims. I know those. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so Matt, I don't know if you've ever heard of Wind Waker, but like, you know, you're on a boat. It takes like a long time to get between islands. So like, I guess if you just do some crazy like button inputs where you like kind of half move the stick a little bit and like look away from the camera and like back into something. I forget how it's done.
I think you have to fall off something while you're in conductor mode.
Yeah.
And then land in the water and then turn around 5 times and then you just randomly just somewhere.
Yes. So then you end up shooting at like 500 times movement speed across the water, like backwards. And the guy's like, you have to just like have muscle memory for the standard, or on the Wii U, you actually can see your little icon on the map that's on your little gamepad, like just rocketing across the map. And you have to like circle around like islands until they load into the game, and then you can crash into them. Because if you crash into them and they're not loaded, you'll like crash the game. It's like, it's just insane.
So
like, it's crazy bugs that they found in these games, and like. And so they joke about, like, oh, we're going to have to do all the sailing. And it's like, yeah, we barely use the sailing in this game because you just rock it around.
Now, the thing I was talking about, the death gliding.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in any speedruns now because I don't know if they've, found another exploit to get past those. But the idea of death gliding was, as you're dying.
Yeah.
I think it involves going to the pause menu. It's very similar to, like, the Sonic Boom glitch.
Okay.
Where as you're falling when you die, you can jump.
Yeah.
And you're able to basically kind of float in the air little by little, and then get past somewhere you're not supposed to get to. And then when you die there, and then reload, you then start off somewhere that you shouldn't have been.
Yeah. You'll be in the new area.
It is something that was in the regular Wind Waker, but I
think they patched that out.
Spots in the HD version, so you can't do it there.
Yeah, I think in the HD version it doesn't get done as much.
Yeah, I watched the speedrunner formerly known as Cosmo. I don't remember what her name is
Narcissa.
Narcissa. But I watched.
Yeah, don't get it wrong, or fucking Twitter will blow up on you over that. I watched the AGDQ speedrun from this year that the speedrun community, or the Twitter community, blew up on the guy for calling a move the Cosmo hop, and not the Narcissa who she's transitioned to. And it's like, dude, I don't know. Like, it's an old term. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was definitely did not seem to be done in any sort of malice. Just of like, oh, that's what I thought it was called. Oops, my bad. I'm actually from like Norway or wherever that guy was from that was running it. I don't know. Whatever. It was more of a blow up than anything that actually happened. But yeah. I actually heard an update. So she was having a lot of health problems, I guess, and now supposedly related to speedrunning, I think. So, but I think supposedly she's starting to back up again. So, like, which is good because she was crazy. Like one of the most inventive. completely broke Ocarina of Time into
Yeah.
itself. Like, Matt, if you should watch a glitched Ocarina of Time speedrun. It's like 2 minutes. It's insane, right, TJ? Like, it is just insane now. You just basically like wrong warp hop through like 4 doors and you're at the end of the game. Anyway,
Yeah.
speedrunning's the best. I love it.
This has
I've
been
been
your
watching a lot
Legend
of
of
those.
Zelda Minute.
Oh, Matt got a sound bite for it. All right, let's talk about something else is doing. Matt,
That's nice.
what have you been watching?
I've been watching The Expanse.
I
You've been watching
watched
The Expanse?
half of the first episode. That was a bad idea for me to watch because I was watching it while I was vacuuming, so I was barely paying attention.
Yeah, you can't half watch this. There's
I need
a
to
lot
get
of
into
world
it.
building that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
And
So
like
it's
Game
on
of
sci-fi?
Thrones level yeah, sci-fi original series. It's based on
Okay.
a series of books too.
Okay. Wait, isn't it based on a series of books that are based on a guy's like pen and paper RPG campaign?
Maybe.
I think it is. I mean, you check. You
Google
tell people
it.
what the show's about.
So I'll give the broad strokes of it's like there's Earth where we have like a world government. The UN is just kind of like the world government now. And then there's Mars that like got its independence at some point, so Earth and Mars are in this kind of like constant sort of war against each other. And then we've colonized the asteroid belt, and that's kind of like resource gathering and stuff, and they're kind of like the people that get trampled by the Earth versus Mars conflict. So it's kind of these 3 factions, and it's just a really cool, like, grounded world that, like, for the most part is science fiction, like hard science fiction, like stuff that is supported by science. It gets a little bit fantastical later on, but it's very cool.
Apparently, the books are really cool too.
Yeah,
Man, it makes me want to read the books now.
I kind of want to read them too, but I think I'll. I don't know. Like,
The books are written by 2 people.
yeah.
And
It's 2 people under a pen name.
Yeah, and one person writes, like, so it's written like Game of Thrones, like the chapters are by character, and one person writes 3 of the characters, the other person writes like 5 of the characters. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, here
And
we
the
go.
Political
Inspiration.
like intrigue is really cool. Like, there's a lot of this thing happened, people died, and that's fucked up. But we have to respond in the right way, because if we respond in the wrong way, it'll like lead to an all-out war, and so there's lots of like controlling of information and like double speak and stuff.
Yeah. So the inspiration I'm writing is Ty Frank began developing the world of The Expanse as an idea for an MMO role-playing game. After a number of years, the idea shifted to becoming the setting for a tabletop game. Daniel Abraham, the other writer, had written several books on his own, and he noticed the depth of the world. So these were obviously friends that like played games together, like tabletop games. He noticed the depth of the world Frank had created for this tabletop game, and he was like, maybe we should make a book series about this. And he was quoted as saying, people who write books don't do this much research. Like, they've got like a deep, world that they've built, for this game. And they, he's like, I know how to
now
write
that
books.
you say that, I could totally see this as an MMO.
Mm-hmm. So that is pretty awesome. I think I might have to pick up these books.
Do it. I dare you.
I need to watch the show though, because it's on Amazon right now.
Yeah, your first season's on Amazon Prime for free. The second season, it has like the 5 most recent episodes that you can watch on Sci-Fi if you have like the Sci-Fi website, if you have a cable thing. But it doesn't have like the whole season. So I found like the first 4 episodes laying on the ground somewhere and watched those. And now I watch the rest on sci-fi.com.
I see. That seems...
Patented, born in the 80s, rating probably like 7 out of 10 stars, maybe 8.
That is not how it works. You get 5 stars, Matt.
4 out of 5 then?
There, that works. It's good.
It's good, yeah.
It's
really
not like
drawn
among
into
the
it.
best things you've ever seen, but it's among
not like
some of
amazing.
the best things you've ever seen. It's really
But
good.
it's really cool. It's a cool world.
Yeah.
It's full of cool characters. And
So I haven't watched a lot of sci-fi television, and sci-fi is like my favorite book genre, like by far. I don't like sci-fi TV as much because a lot of times I feel like it just doesn't work.
yeah.
Battlestar Galactica I loved.
And
was
a
really
lot
good.
of I never really
you
watched the
compare it
reboot of that, but a lot of people are comparing it to that.
Okay, good. Matt, you haven't seen Battlestar Galactica reboot?
Nah.
We're watching it together. Born will not
right
watch
after
it
we
with me.
finish watching Cowboy Bebop.
And Tool Time.
We're gonna do that show.
We have to. I bought the DVD. I
Yeah.
spent 9 of my hard-earned dollars on that DVD.
We should record it on a cassette.
Dude, Lauren already came with the character. Because I said we have to be characters to do this, because we have to like act like we're real people in that world.
Okay, so
sorry.
we should say we're talking about.
We should talk about it, because then we'll do it.
the what did I
is
call it? Tool time.
So Matt basically came up with a funny idea for a name of a podcast, and now we have to do a podcast around it. Can you explain what Tool Time is, please, Matt?
So we're gonna watch every episode of Home Improvement and comment on it, but then within the meta world of the podcast, we're also gonna be acting it like it's the original air date of the episode and talking about, like, I guess the geopolitical state of the world at that time.
Current events. Like,
Yeah.
oh, do you see Milli Vanilli on SNL last night? Oh, man. What a crazy day. And we'll pick a date. I think it's a really cool idea. It's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah, I think
we might want to record a bunch in a
my
row.
character is gonna be the overly political aware stoner.
Okay.
So that
Lauren
means
said
I'll
that
have to
she
do a lot
wants
of
to be
research.
like a marketer or something. Like a market.
Okay.
I don't know, something. I don't know what I should be. I could be. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to come up with a '90s character to be for this. when did that show air first? I don't
have
even know.
no idea.
It was in the
94?
'90s. It was on
93 or
TGIF. Home Im.
I want to say 94-ish.
You know what my character could be? I could be a guy who is in Hollywood, and I have conservative views, so it's like I'm in Nazi Germany.
That's a reference that you wouldn't be able to make on the show because it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, 1991 was the first year. So I was 6 when that show started. I was like Jonathan Taylor Thomas's age when that show started. So,
And now you're like Tim Allen's age.
and it's funny because Jonathan Taylor Thomas's name is basically my name, because my name is Jonathan Thomas Rowe. So I'm like
Jonathan
close.
Taylor Thomas Rowe.
I mean, you throw that in there, that's me.
You're like brothers.
Where we actually
You're
we
totally
are.
like brothers.
Every week we're going to be like, oh, I bet next week is the week we see Wilson's face. It's totally going to happen.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're gonna do it. They have to. I don't know how long you want to make the episodes, but I feel like we could probably record
4 hours each.
a bunch of them each night. We want to do this, record like bang a bunch of them out, make them short. We'd have to get
Bang
another
'em out.
Libsyn channel, but maybe we could do a Patreon for it. Get some money.
Oh man, I'm looking
could do a
through the
Kickstarter.
IMDb cast list. There are character actors I forgot about completely.
Yeah.
Pete the Biker?
We could do a Kickstarter for it, Matt. Let's do it. Kickstarter campaign. And we only need like what? Just figure out what hosting would cost for a year on Libsyn for this, and just that's it. And maybe the DVDs. The cost of the DVDs, like, I don't know, like $200, $300.
I think. Well, I think we'll have to bear. We're never going to be able to release this episode of the podcast,
Of the
because I think
podcast?
what we should do is we need to bury it somewhere on the dark web so that it like looks like it was actually recorded on those dates, and we somehow predicted the whole concept of podcasting. And like one day,
this isn't going to come out. This episode will definitely not come out
not
on
at all.
The 6th of April.
It'll be
5th of April.
And before we release them, we'll have to start rumors like at different strategic points throughout the nation of like, I heard back in the 90s there were like people would pass around these bootleg cassettes of these assholes talking about
this is the
home
best
improvement.
idea I've ever heard of. Actually, fucking scrap Libsyn, scrap campaign. Let's put this shit on like archive.org and say, I found these cassettes. Like, I found these cassettes, and I uploaded them. And then we can, like, talk about it on our, like, social media and be like, hey, dude, I found these old cassettes of these, like, people just getting around, like, a kitchen table and talking about, like,
now,
fucking...
How do we get Trump to tweet about this? Because I think that's how it's really going to take off. He can have, like, an angry tweet storm about this somehow.
Oh, these Tim Allen lovers are ostracized for starting their own. They invented podcasts and they've got no recognition. Sad.
Family values, conservatives invented podcasting, and liberal NPR tried to say that Serial did it. Fake, sad.
Yeah. Also, I have nothing to do with Russia. I just need to say that on this tweet. Tweet over.
But seriously, why aren't you guys
Dos Fedonia.
investigating Clinton
sorry.
right now? The not president of the United States.
No, of course, obviously. It's what we should be doing.
Okay, can I do a quick political comment? Just like, I just have to get it out.
All right, if you hate politics, fast forward a minute.
It's like,
Skips forward.
I just have to like marvel at the ridiculousness. So Michael Flynn's trying to get like immunity by testifying, and all the people that he's shopping around to are like, nah, we're good. Like, we got everything we need.
Well, I think I don't know if that's it. I think that they said that it's too early to have him testify because he could say shit that they couldn't back up, and then in the future, if they could back it up, he would be immune to it. So obviously I think it's more of they've already started unraveling the sweater, and there could be some real bad shit there, and they don't want him to be immune in case there's some like real bad shit there.
Yeah,
you know, like
things are gonna get real weird.
Yeah. I think the worst part is asking for immunity is bad because that means you know you did something illegal.
Yeah, there was somebody that said if you're offered immunity, it means you broke a law. And
do you know who said that, right?
Oh, I'm looking it up, and
yeah, who was that?
Michael Flynn said that.
Oh, he said that himself.
He said that. Yeah.
Oh, now he's asking for immunity, huh? So we'll see if he's trying to roll up on something. It could just be he got paid to try and roll up on someone who's not on the top. You know,
could be he was trying to run a child pornography ring out of the basement
out of a
pizza place.
Yeah, of course. That's very obvious that that's real. And I'm going to go there with guns. Don't do that, please. Don't
go anywhere with guns.
Don't listen to rumors on the internet, people. There's definitely not a cassette tape that we found of like these old people talking about that. That's not real. Like
fake
what we were just talking about.
Sad.
That's not real. Like you heard about the lawsuit about the guy who invented podcasts, though, right?
No.
Was
you didn't see this.
Did he circulate cassettes?
Yes. No, literally. That's literally what he did. So it was like way back when, I forget what it was, I forget the name, and I'm not going to look it up because fact-checking ruins podcasts, but he was a guy who would send out, like, it was like help tapes for computers, and he would just, like, talk about news or something in them, too, like PC news. And, like, they would get distributed out in the mail, and people would listen to them in their cassettes, and he said that he invented podcasting, because that's what podcasting is now. People getting like news delivered to their local home, like stuff. I know it's digital now, but the concept was his, obviously.
But I mean, like all the way back into with the invention of the cassette tape, people would pass. There were basically audio memes that people would copy and pass around.
Oh, I know.
So he was just stuff like rock and roll McDonald's and.
This guy got a lawyer and was like, I can put a bunch of lawsuits in. And basically he was sending cease and desist letters to popular podcasts. This is like probably 4 years ago, saying they need to pay him or he would have them banned and he would sue them. I don't think that went anywhere. Like,
no, that's...
I kind of want to look this up because I have no clue how that ended, but I stopped hearing about it.
You definitely can't copyright the idea of dispersing recorded media.
This happened... Last time I heard about it was in 2014 is when Ars Technica, infamous podcast patent, heads to trial. Personal Audio LLC. Here's the problem. They sued Apple, Sirius XM, and podcasters. They weren't just suing the companies that like hosted these. They were suing that. Yeah, so this guy had a concept. When did he start? Personal. He like made like a personal audio. Yeah, here they are. Personal audio were cassettes by mail, and it was like reading magazines. So it was. There's one called Parenting, and it just read stories from parenting magazines, and you would get these cassettes sent. You know, which is basically podcasting when you think about it.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but. Yeah, so, a Texas company called Personal Audio. That was in 2014, and then there was a recent article on Entertainment Weekly from 2 weeks ago, actually. Or, 10 days ago about it. If it went to trial in 2014, though, like, is it over?
I'm surprised it even went to trial.
Yeah, it's, maybe, here we go. The Court of Public Opinion, Personal Audio is currently losing. Yeah, they're basically like trying to kill all these podcasts. Like,
cat's out of the bag, man. Maybe he could have bullied some smaller podcasts into settling, but you can't sue Apple.
Yeah, it's just insane. Like, they were literally sending like threatening letters to like Mark Maron and like all these other popular podcasters. So they're saying it's just like a really bad like patent system right now, and there's a bunch of bills in Congress right now, like basically to stop patent trolls from like doing stuff. I guess the trial must have ended. This doesn't have anything about the trial in 2014, so maybe it didn't go to trial. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're just saying that they're confident that it will hold up upon review. It's just insane to think about, like, you know, like, you don't have to, like, pay the guy who invented televisions for making a TV show. It's just a form of broadcast. You know what I mean? You know, it's like the format is something I don't think you can patent a format. You can patent technology. I mean, not like idea. Like, can I patent someone going out in the street corner and yelling a bunch of shit? You know, everyone who does that's gonna have to pay me. Like, I invented that. I get the patent on that. Like, I don't know. So the whole idea of
patent using words to express ideas.
Yeah, like the patenting is built to protect inventors from people stealing their ideas. It's not to protect someone who made a cassette by mail program who 15 years later decided, oh, that's a lot like what we did back then, so they stole it from us, obviously. They didn't just come up with it on their own many years after you did a thing that nobody bought. Like,
yeah,
that was not the same.
Think you have to prove that,
yeah,
like they would have encountered your version before they came up with their version.
Yeah.
I think that he could not prove that, probably.
Yeah, this is a really bad article on Entertainment Weekly. It's just saying, like, podcasts have yet to be impacted, though EFF claims they've heard stories of podcasters unplugging out of fear of legal action. I would say most podcasters don't have any fucking clue this is happening.
I didn't.
Because it's fucking nonsense. I knew about it too, but, I mean, like, I think it's just insane. Like, it's not going to happen. Oh, wait, never mind. I see a Washington Post story saying how the government just protected some of your favorite podcasts.
Thanks, government.
Here we go.
It's like they can do
this
no
this
wrong.
already happened. What the fuck? That article was poorly written. So, Personal Audio had sued all these podcasters and everything. And the result of that was the government board revoked parts of their patent, basically. Saying, you can't patent this, basically. So, you can't say you invented podcasting named after the iPod that wasn't invented when you made this.
Okay. This is making sense now. Because, it seems ridiculous enough that it shouldn't have even gone to trial, unless if they wanted it to, the judge wanted it to go to trial specifically so that they could just prevent it from becoming an issue in the future by revoking that portion of the patent, by saying this is not a thing you can patent, and end of case.
So currently, Friday's ruling this was 2 years ago by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office invalidates 5 provisions of Personal Audio's podcasting patent. Specifically, it aims at claims 31 to 35, which describe an apparatus for disseminating a series of episodes presented by media files via the internet, and said episodes become available. The patent office's decision finds that claims 31 to 35 fail a basic test that all patents must satisfy concerning the obviousness of the claimed invention, saying that is just how the internet works. You can't say you patent that people send episodic media files across the internet. That is too broad of a thing to be able to patent. So that's basically what they said. And now the newest article says that they talked to Personal Audio and they're like, well, upon further review, they're going to uphold our patent. So I think, it's just not going to happen. They're saying most of the time this is what happens during patent reviews, is they get immediately slapped down. Because they're like, all right, they're going to err on the side of caution. That's what's going on with podcasts. So we're good for now, but you never know. Maybe they'll overturn their decision, but I seriously doubt it.
We'll have to move off land onto a boat and then
international
release
waters
our podcast from there.
Or we'll just find old cassette tapes that predate Personal Audio and do it. So, oh God, TJ, what have you been up to?
I've been sleeping.
Sorry, I just talked a fucking mess, but I
Yeah, you
learned a
did.
lot about that, and it was a really interesting subject. I think that they fucking
No, it absolutely was. I've
yeah.
been playing the starts of a bunch of games. I technically finished one because I actually finished the first Danganronpa on last week's podcast. I was doing that during the lulls.
There are no lulls to this podcast.
No, just lulls for individuals.
There's no
sometimes
lulls,
I'm talking about random
but
stuff.
there's
maps, whatever.
100% lulls. You know what I'm saying? LULZ.
Matt, can I update your internet, your political minute for a second?
Yeah.
So Jester Actual, who's a hacker, who's had a couple scoops about stuff, says a previously reliable source says that they have 2 further sources stating that Trump's considering his option, including resignation. Former chairman of the RNC told the West Wing Report at lunch that Trump will probably not finish his terms, and saying you should probably start talking to Pence. You should probably start talking to the vice president and getting with that. We'll see. But yeah.
It's all just
I
rumors
won't believe
at this
it.
point.
That's it.
Yeah.
I won't believe it until he tweets it.
It's true. He is out Nixon, though. Is what's happening. I mean, it's insane.
No. Obama's the one that's Nixon because he was wiretapping Trump Tower.
Oh, yeah.
Weren't you paying
through the
attention?
microwaves.
You literally let TJ talk for half a second and then
I'm sorry.
back into politics.
I had my Twitter open because I was looking up stuff about that podcast thing and Notch, and then I saw those tweets pop up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" That could be that. I'm sorry. When I hear happy things, I just want to share them with you guys. TJ, you started a bunch of games. Tell me about them.
I don't know. I kind of just fell asleep.
Has Been Heroes.
So Has Been Heroes. That's that one that GameStop published.
Yes. Is that a Switch
I
game?
didn't get my Switch copy yet because it's still in Illinois. It's Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
What is it?
It's a roguelike strategic turn-based RPG.
That's a lot of terms.
Hang on, am I roboting out? Because I'm getting a little slow down for you guys.
Nope.
Okay, cool. So in real terms, what that really means is you got 3 characters on 3 lanes dealing with kind of a tower defense thing. To switch characters and do attacks in order to kind of keep everyone back.
So it's like a MOBA with lanes?
Not really, because it's done more like Final Fantasy style.
Are there creeps?
It's like halfway between like Final Fantasy turn-based RPG and Plants vs. Zombies.
Okay.
And it's perpetual roguelike. You will die, and you'll have
Okay.
to start over from the beginning of the game
Yeah.
with only knowledge of what spells you've unlocked, and there's like 200 different spells, 300 different abilities. There's a lot of stuff. So far, I'm playing it. It's pretty not forgiving. Now, I mentioned I don't have my Switch version.
Yeah.
I have it. It's games that are published by Game Trust brand. We get digital copies of certain ones for free.
Yeah.
PS4 or PC, so I got the PS4 copy. They sent me they texted me the code, and better game to play on the Switch because of the kind of pick up and put down play nature of the game.
Yeah. It seems like a good mobile game. Yeah.
Yeah. The Notary games, that is the remastered versions of the 2 Zeroes Escape games
Yes.
that I talked about on my first podcast with you guys.
Yes.
So that's another kind of hashtag nostalgia moment.
What is that coming out on? Because I saw people saying that, like, hey, you should play this Nonary thing because it's better than the originals.
Yeah, it is PS4 and PC.
Okay, so I can play it on my computer.
Vita? Maybe? I think
Maybe.
Vita as well, but Vita I think got pushed back. But PS4 and PC are out now.
Yeah.
It plays really fucking good. So if you like games that are, more story than game, but when you do play games, when you play this stuff, it's intriguing. It's a really good story to play.
Yeah.
Both of them are actually. I will highly recommend that. Is it $50 worth of story to play? I personally think so, but I know not everyone will think that.
Yeah.
So, I would say on my happiness born in the 80s scale, that's a 4 out of 5 from me so far.
Okay.
For most people, I would say it's about 3 out of 5. I'm going to say, it's only if you're interested in that genre of games.
Yeah, it's called on Steam. It's called Zero Escape: The Nonary Games.
Correct, and it's the remake of the first one, the one from the DS, and iOS had a stripped version of the game.
Yeah.
And then the second one, which was on 3DS and Vita.
Yeah, and like you said, it's kind of like a mixture of like kind of a Saw, not like Saw, but like I don't know, like Cube.
It's thematic.
These people are trapped in a thing and they have to get out.
It's thematically Saw. Is kind of the way
Yeah.
I put it. It's thematically Saw, but it plays like a visual novel would play, like a Katawa Shoujo or visual novel. So it's a choose your own adventure story, and then the escape the room puzzle games of your the old Flash games we used to play all the frickin' time.
Yeah, actually, it looks pretty horrific looking at some of these screenshots, like horror game-ish.
Oh, absolutely is.
And there is the sequel, Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma is...
That's the third one.
That's the third
and that
one.
That one is on Vita and 3DS.
And
still.
PC.
And PC, yeah, that's right. They did release it on Steam right from the get-go.
Yep. I'm just saying that a guy is wearing what looks to be a apparatus that's holding
Gas
him
mask?
next to a gun that someone has to pull the trigger on, and it says "Make your decision." So,
Oh, yes.
it looked very Saw-esque.
Okay, I know exactly the picture you're
Yeah.
talking about. That was that concept art, which did show up in the game, just not as gruesome as did. That's actually a female holding the gun.
So,
and both of them were participants in that third, or technically second in the timeline, Nonary game.
yeah. So it's kind of, there's like, looks like some crazy stuff happens in these games, and like TJ said in the past when we talked about this, it's all about like branching storylines, like, and
Exactly.
kind of getting through the whole thing.
The enhancements they did to the first game to make it better, adding voice acting, adding a timeline graph so you know where you're left off at, being able to switch between like the original novel style and then the new adventure style, which looks more like a visual novel. It's gorgeous. It looks really good on the PS4.
Yeah. Let's see
and
here.
For PC, it's it got decent reviews from what I heard. But
the third one's description's pretty good.
Third one is the weakest of the series, I would say, in terms of story wise. But it does tie some stuff together.
Yeah, so the original was 999, which is 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, and then the sequel, Virtue's Last Reward, and this game has both of them together in it.
Correct.
So. I might have to pick this one up when it goes on sale because it's $45 on PC right now, so that might be a summer sale. I really want to play Danganronpa as well because I've heard those games are incredible. I saw that you had that. Correct?
Yep.
TJ, did you have that on your list?
I missed the last couple words you said because I'm.
That's fine. No, I see that you had Danganronpa 1 on your list. Trigger Happy Havoc. You said you had that on your list.
Yeah. So Danganronpa. I have the collection. The Danganronpa 1-2 Reload, which is again the PS4 remakes of the 2 Vita games.
Yes.
The games. The third one's kind of an action game, takes place between the two, and is. I've not played it, but I've completed Trigger Happy Havoc.
Yes.
Good. It was a really good game. This one, instead of being halfway novel and Escape the Room, this one's visual novel and Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
It kind of. Choose your own, click and play adventure, make sure to get all the evidence, and then you have a trial mode.
So the plot of the game Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc is you're in like a school of Japan's best and brightest high school students, but one of his classmates are all imprisoned in the school, cut off from the outside world, and subjects to the whims of a strange, murderous little bear named Monokuma. He pits the students against each other, promising freedom to anyone who can murder a fellow classmate and get away with it. It's up to you to find out who he is and why you've been taken from the world once you knew, but also careful what you wish for. So I think the idea is you're trapped. There's like daily life in the school. Students are getting murdered, and then you have a trial, and you have to prove that someone murdered someone. Basically, it sounds like a nightmare of Japanese awesome horror and like part Hunger Games, part Battle Royale, but part like law stuff too. Like it sounds really cool. I've heard they're great. So
that daily life stuff, very Persona-esque.
Yeah.
In terms of the way that you're developing relationships with people, because that will lead to different epilogues with different characters.
I might actually pick these up. Oh, they're on sale on PC right now.
Yeah. And then the third one's coming out in a few months. So. Game in the series.
$32 for both of them on PC right now.
That's less than I spent.
I know. I gotta save up for this wedding.
You do.
I want to buy. What's it called?
Hey, if you want to wait.
Yep.
Let me finish them, and next time I come up and see you, you can borrow one.
Oh, you just have
the
PS4. PS4. They're just a copy. Oh, and I can return you your Perfect Dark N64 copy. I think I borrowed.
I think I got that. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay. I couldn't remember if I had.
Oh wait. Oh, you did? Cool. I didn't know. I still had it.
Yeah, I think I have a copy. I have 2 copies of Perfect Dark for the N64, and Lauren certainly didn't have one, so I have a feeling it's yours.
It might be. and it was originally Alex's because he gave me all of his N64 stuff.
Oh, okay. So just a copy. I think we're out of time, guys.
Yeah,
Matt, we're like out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That was a
We're
productive
probably
episode.
close to 2 hours.
I didn't get to the thing I tanted.
Your Breitbart article.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the reboot. We didn't talk about Spider-Man trailer that happened. I didn't talk about my clean meat.
The It teaser.
It teaser, Call of
Pretty
Duty
cool.
rumor.
for the Call of Duty rumor, let's just put it this way: I just want to see what it's going to be because it's been jumping back and forth. I've heard everything from.
We'll talk about that stuff
whatever,
more next week, when probably more of the stuff gets learned. Well, I do want to say the Destiny 2. We talked about rumors that all got announced. I just want to get that off our list for next week because I want to talk about it. It all got announced. In the trailer they make specific mention of everything got destroyed. So everyone's starting from scratch here. So they kind of have a story reason as why nothing will transfer over. But also, they announced PC, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I might play it.
Yeah, I would say I'll probably get the PC version.
Can we get crossplay or something?
It would be nice.
This is a game that would be prime for crossplay.
Yeah, especially since a lot of it's co-op, because I think people would be pissed playing on PS4 versus PC in the multiplayer. But I think for the co-op stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's a one piece of news I wanted to get out of the way, so we didn't have to worry about it next week.
And there's not much else. It's just that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was not expecting them to put it on PC, but I think that's a big step and an awesome thing. Because who would have thought having an MMO style game on PC would be a good idea? So I'm crossing that off the list. So to tant for next week, we got a reboot. You can think about that. An It teaser, which I'll watch now that Matt wants to talk about it. And some other TV shows I watched and didn't talk about. So you can find me at John_Danger Twitter or borninthE80s.net. Matt?
I'm going to plug that you should all go to YouTube and search for Byte Industries and subscribe.
Yes.
Because I want to get us over the threshold of whatever we need to get a custom URL.
That's
so
impossible.
I can point people to that. I don't know what it needs to be, but let's do it.
I think it's pretty high.
No, I think they lowered it.
Oh, okay.
I think they lowered their standards for us.
Good. They should. I don't think I have anything else. I need to get to bed. TJ, where can we find you?
Well, I'm going to start with plugging. We haven't plugged our Patreon in a while. It's been about a month, so check us out. And I'm not saying everyone has to give anything. Just if you have a couple bucks, whatever.
If you don't give, you're stealing.
Jump over to patreon.com/born in the 80s. Spell out the 80s. Drop us a couple bucks a month. We'd really appreciate it. Really helps us out.
That's right. We have some patrons.
And we are still not podcast neutral in terms of money. John's still putting in money in order to keep this thing afloat. So we'd like to at least hit that point and be, fun neutral. I wouldn't mind that. And then if you want to find me, hit me up at Twitter. That's at @MayofMay84. Or if I get back into streaming because everything else is starting to mellow out at this point, it's twitch.tv/MayofMay.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Aaron and Breton for being donators, and Matt.
Yay, I'm a donator.
But we've raised a significant chunk of money off that, so it's really helpful.
Yep.
And by significant chunk, I mean enough to pay for like a third of the hosting. But it's awesome though, because that does help me. I'm not like someone who's begging for cash because this is just a hobby for us, but it does help. So even if it's $1 a month, that's all. That's all anyone can ask. All right,
for just $1 a month.
For just $1 a month. You can help 3 jackasses on the internet create
Talk
content.
about bullshit every week
Yeah.
and come up with stupid concepts for
Yeah.
podcasts, and then
Maybe-
make them reality.
We should put all those shows underneath the Patreon and just make it like a Byte Industries Patreon.
Yeah, we should talk about it off air because it's probably
Yeah, we'll
super
talk about
boring to
that
listen
not
to.
on the show.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Hasta lasagna.
Figured out what was wrong with my stream mic.
What is it like? Got a loose cable?
My mini USB cord is bent right at the
Oh yeah, you don't
right
want
at
to
the
do that.
plug-in.
What? Oh, I
Yeah.
actually my
was gonna
phone
know
does that. My charger, it fell and it bent, like pretty significantly.
Now I don't know if this was during the last podcast or it's because I left it sitting here on the bed and my kids have been like jumping in here and playing the Switch. God, both of my
Yeah.
freaking kids are playing Zelda now.
Really, and they're able to deal with it, the difficulty.
Yeah, they're dealing with it. And we get the one kid who's like, "Holy crap, I can freeze stuff now!" And the other kid's like, "Daddy, I don't know what's going on." It's the older one who asks the questions. She likes to be handheld through things. Earpiece. But yeah.
Huh. Ooh, anime weekend sale on Steam. Dying Light. I almost bought that.
I need to redeem those codes still for my anime games.
Let's see.
For whenever I upgrade my computer.
Balls. Disgaea PC is $10. I already played that on PS2.
No.
Ooh, Danganronpa.
If I'm gonna do Disgaea, I'm gonna do the Disgaea 5 complete.
Maple Story. That can't be part of the sale. That's a free-to-play game.
It was just Maple Story points.
I never played Maple Story in my life, but
I did. It was okay.
Danganronpa's on sale, but it's not on sale enough.
Did
What
we
is it,
talk
30?
about Star Wars Battlefront 2 yet?
Yeah.
Thought it
They didn't
sounded
really show anything though.
Yeah, it would be like
We knew it was coming.
cool if it had more than 5 weapons at launch. I think that would be good.
I still have yet to play Star Wars Battlefront.
I played during
Play the old ones.
Oh, yeah, I played the newest one during like the open beta, but it was cool, but it was just too much like twitchy shoot 'em up gameplay, which I guess I suck at now.
Yeah. So you guys ready to start?
Yeah, let's just do this.
Should I go live too? Well, you gotta listen to the
Oh yeah. Let me hop those on the old. Oh, I thought there was a link in the doc. I'll just go to YouTube and it should be on the top because brought to us by Byte Cola.
Yeah, I got a
right.
font, so I played with it.
All right, recording. I just want to mention that. Oh wait, the webcam is default device. Fuck that off, webcam. Wait, is the webcam where my audio's coming from? It can't be.
No.
Hang on. All right,
Does not
TJ, can you
sound
talk?
like webcam audio.
I am talking and speaking and speaking and talking.
All right, let me hear that. I think that sounds good. All right, TJ, I think you sound fine too. I'll probably, while you guys are chatting about something, turn that back on, make sure levels sound good. The last episode sounded perfect, though, levels-wise. I think I'm
And
going to boost Matt.
content-wise.
just a little. Actually, it did sound really good. All right, Matt, can you talk a little more?
Red butt, blue butt, black
Okay, I
butt,
turned you up
blood
just a
butt.
tiny bit. You tend to have a quieter
Gotta get
voice
those.
than TJ.
I gotta get those
We're very
closes.
loud.
I'm gonna grab a glass of water so that I don't die while.
That's fine. I'm ready to start though as soon as you get back. I need to get. I need to buy Diablo, Reaper of Souls. 3.
What would you play it on? Computer?
On PC. I already have it on PS4. You know.
Yeah.
I have it on PC, and I want to play it on PC more. You know, and
They do stuff with seasons and stuff on the
Before
PC,
we
so
Yeah.
Are you guys
it's got a
good
bit
to do,
more extended play.
To do Sunday again for Amazon?
I'm free, but Saturday works for me as well.
Saturday?
I am driving back home.
On Sunday?
Saturday, I could make. Yeah, on Sunday I'm driving home. Saturday I could probably make it work.
I can do Monday night too, if need be.
Yeah, Monday could work.
Monday night it would be really late for me because I think I'm closing at work and I think we're staying open to sell the April 4th games.
Oh yeah, because there's Tuesday.
We've been doing that a lot. As we've been selling games not at midnight, but like right after close.
Yeah.
We've been getting permission with publishers to sell at 9 p.m.
Huh.
I like that a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Okay.
why make people wait around for midnight when they're gonna buy it anyway?
Exactly.
Like, why wait 3 hours?
I gotta get my Persona 4 anyway, so. Oh, sorry, Persona 5.
I know. Supposedly, it's real good.
I'm excited. I'm super excited.
I need to finish Zelda.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I
live.
just got up to the cold mountains.
Gonna go live in 5.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We're on Twitch.
It's gone there. It'll probably be a few minutes before the.
Hi there, you Twitch bitch.
Hey, Twitch.
Hey, Twitchies!
Hey, Bitelings. That's our
Biteling
fan
Army.
base name. Or biters. Careful, they're biters.
The biters. Oh, man.
Oh, hey,
Oh, you
we're
don't.
live on the Twitch, and we're starting now. John, go.
No, I'm just checking levels one more time.
Son of a bitch.
Checking levels.
I want
levels,
everyone to say a
levels.
sentence in their normal talking voice. I am a pretty teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout. Matt.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout.
TJ?
Non-stick steel cookware set. Batería de cocina de acero. I can't read the rest of that.
You got it. Got it in one. Alright. TJ, can you talk again?
Speaking, I'm speaking and talking again.
Okay. I think you got closer to your mic when you did that, so it kind of
Yeah, I am dangly, so yeah.
It's okay.
That's totally a thing.
Alright, I think we're good now. So, Matt,
All
turn the
right.
music off.
You can't tell me
in
what
the great-
to do.
In the great tradition of Matt starting up a music, John will yell at him to stop.
That's
you
how
just
we.
went live on
That's our
Twitch.
comedic banter.
Am I auto-hosting you? How do I do that? What do I do? TJ, how's Twitch
It'll
work?
kick in. It'll kick in. Just
TJ,
let
I
it
need
kick
to
in.
learn how Twitch works. I don't know how it works.
You're
How
auto
does
hosting.
Twitch?
You're good.
All right. All right. Now we need complete silence so I can find an edit point easier.
Okay, I'm
You want me to
being
clap?
silent for the edit point right now. This is a silent edit point. Right now. The silent
Welcome to Born in the 80s. Matt,
No, it's good. It's a good start. Start with a
I
laugh.
don't even know what
That way
episode
people
number
know
it
it's
is, though, is the
comedy.
problem.
259.
259.
Yeah, I got
Can
it.
you
I just
read?
looked it up.
It's
I
right in the
looked
bottom
it up
corner of the
now.
screen.
Let me just write it on my notepad.
Jesus Christ. When I asked you if you were ready to go live, you said yes.
And then you said, fuck it, we'll do it live. Mixed messages. I'm ready.